my thing, and that's why I'm not going to be a little open to telling you guys who I have beef with and why, because ultimately those are individual issues, and for me it's like I'm very like within proximity. If I got a problem with you, I want to talk about it within proximity and take as much time as you need within proximity of the issue. Mm-hmm. Don't take it to 2-3 years, 4 years, a year and a half. That's too long. Details are lost now. Yeah, I don't want to go backwards, but if we have to, I'll pull from the vault, but I don't want to. You see what I mean?
So, what are we doing today?
Girl, I don't know. I'm relaxing today. I think I've done my part to try to make this adventure start off great. So this will be interesting.
I know, right? I just told her I snuck down here last night to nibble on what was left. It was so good.
It was good. I loved it.
Thank you.
Spice too.
Thank you. It's good that everybody can eat spice. So the next one we're gonna do is gonna be real spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She said, "Oh,
I love spicy food.
It's good for your heart."
It is.
It is.
So
how did you?
Originally from?
What? Say that again.
Where are you originally from?
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
That's why we had Nigerian food.
So, why?
Girl.
You look
Hey,
amazing.
Che.
How are you feeling this morning?
When you gonna show me the dance?
Refreshed.
You do?
I got some rest. Yeah, I'm feeling
You look
refreshed.
great.
Thank you.
What are you guys gonna do? I think Jackie's gonna take you over to. I'm the driver. That's it. No, I don't leave people. Now, so we came together, we leaving together.
Exactly.
But I think Jackie's gonna bring you over to meet the other girls.
Mm-hmm.
You and I will be here. Well, I will, unless you want to go.
Yeah.
I don't think by the conversation we had, I don't think it's a good idea.
No. See, that's what I wanted to avoid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I wanted. I did not want. Okay, it's unfortunate. Mm-hmm. The reality of our situation.
Yeah.
I did not want you guys to take yesterday's conversation and make a determination on if you wanted to get to know these girls or not. Because I really think it's important for everybody to try to vibe. I tried to vibe. It just didn't work for me. So what didn't work for me might work for you guys. So how can we erase?
Well, I'm okay with
erase your.
You know, after the conversation we had, I understand you. I feel what you're saying, and I wouldn't want to go over there if something like that happened.
Yeah, I mean, especially certain energy will provoke a situation. It's also good to always protect your energy. So.
Yeah. But this is something that was an experience that that happened to me. An experience that happened to me, I don't want to rub off on anybody. You get what I'm saying? It's all about perception. I don't want you guys to perceive them one way when you haven't had an opportunity to get to know them. So it's whatever. It's whatever. I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, you guys seen a side and heard some conversations that you guys weren't present for or privy to. But it is what it is. That's our reality. So
Well,
Thank you for being honest. And just living in your truth.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My stalker, who tried to say that, what did he try to say? Oh, he tried to say I slashed his tires. Meanwhile, you see these nails? Like, I don't even know how to change a tire, let alone put air in the tire.
I'm gonna teach you because you should know how to do that. But carry on, Jesus.
And it's like sitting in court with this crazy motherfucker staring at me, and then it cost me $15,000. So it was for, because what happened was he said that I slashed his tire, right? And so then he went and got a restraining order because they just give them shits out. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, what? I don't know what. Now his ass is locked up in jail for a murder to hire plot, and he's never getting out.
Okay, Jen. You have so many murderers and threats. You date a lot of guys trying to kill people. What is going on?
It was his own family. No, here's the thing. You guys only hear about the bad stuff. But nobody wants to hear about anything good.
Too bad. I do.
Yes, I believe in the institution of marriage.
Okay.
I do. It's like, I'm not looking for love, because when you look for something, I just don't. But it's like I have so much going on, and I'm like really focused on work right now. Jackie's gonna hook me up on a blind date, so So yeah, so we'll see. Girl with Jackie, you never know. I don't want to be in a text relationship. You cannot sit around and text me all day. I like to see people. I like to FaceTime. I like to talk on the phone. So I'm very old school when it comes to that. I feel like in this world that we're in, everybody wants to text everything. Mm-hmm. And I get it. You know, you can't sit around and talk on the phone all day, but I do think it's important to make time to have that form of communication.
Yeah, I agree.
And I like to see people. I've been in like long distance relationships. That doesn't really work for me. Yeah. So I'd rather, because sometimes you have a bad day and you just want to like hug your man. Yeah. So I'm not doing a long distance anymore. I want him to adore me. I want him to be my best friend. I do want him to be handsome. I'm not trying to like put nobody on. I need somebody to already have their shit together. And then I'm like, I think maybe I'll move to Paris in a few years and like just live my life. I don't know. So I go, we'll see. Yeah. But those are the characteristics that I would like him to have.
Okay. Go on, get your man together.
And then, I went through the crazy situation with my car being stolen. Mm-hmm. Probably after my car got stolen. Because I was going back and forth with my attorney because we had to like make sure the name wasn't taken, like all the paperwork. It probably like coincided. Mm-hmm. But so that's kind of like how it started. And then I had been talking about it for a while. Yeah. And then some projects came to me because I'm executive producing another show that they actually should almost be done filming, and it's gonna premiere the top of the year, like first quarter. Okay. It's gonna be on the Urban Movie Channel.
Oh, that's nice. I gotta tell you, it's so good to hear other people achieving goals, dreams, and what have you, especially in the midst of what we're going on right now.
I'm telling you, because guess what? I'm excited about my project, so like I'm really, really excited about my documentary because, like I'm doing my idea.
Right.
This is like all mine. When I tell you this is like my baby, I'm involved in every intricate detail.
Right.
So.
Which is good because I think that experience will give you like new stuff to your resume. It'll help you obviously maneuver in the industry a little bit more with that on your resume. So that's always a plus. I know some people might not be always happy for those, but I'm happy for you.
We had a one-on-one with Shani when we talked about you guys' situation. Yeah. And we basically told her the situation, last night and the moment where you kind of opened up to us. And she was like, she's never had a one-on-one with you. Mm-hmm. And I was like, maybe that could be an option one day. And therefore you guys can talk it out, because you just never know how you really could vibe with someone if you never had a one-on-one. But she would be more open to it if you could understand from her words where she's coming from. And I was like, well, maybe if y'all both can understand where you guys are coming from, then y'all can kind of get an idea of how to move forward with the situation. So.
Well, I've definitely talked to her privately before without an audience. I don't know how true that version is, but I have. And she has my number. She's texted me before. And so I'm available. I'm always available. I've never been closed off. I think too many times conversations keep happening with the wrong people. Yeah. So I don't know what to say about that, to be honest.
I didn't mention, she didn't tell us who. But I was like, whoever it is, I feel like we need to take accountability. Whoever that person is.
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't want you guys speaking for me, especially since, like, you guys don't really have to fight that fight because you guys are still learning these girls. I don't want it to become a negative thing, guilty by association type of thing. So honestly, I would just like for it to either happen on its own or not at all. I don't care either way, but I don't want you guys to feel pressured because that me. This is why I personally hold back with sharing how I feel about things because then people take that as, okay, we have a little bit more information about how she feels, so maybe we can reiterate it like this, and I'd rather that not happen at all, to be honest, because once again, I'm here for people to come to their own epiphanies on their own and have their own revelations on their own. And I don't think anybody needs to be guided left or right. So.
I just wanted to be clear, whatever the situation, come around this way. Because, like, if they offended you in any way, I don't want them to offend me in any kind of way. And so.
It's up to them. Everybody's an adult. I've had plenty of time with these ladies, so I'm not forcing it. Like I said, it's been almost a year and a half, almost 2 years now. It doesn't take that long to either recognize what you did wrong or stand firm saying you didn't do anything wrong. But to say nothing and to consistently be having conversations with other people, it's like, I can't take that sentiment for what it is, because it just keeps happening. Like, right after the reunion, conversations were happening without the people involved, or at least without getting my side of things. So for me, I like I said, you guys don't have to speak for me. It's not something that has to be relived through you two. They know how to reach me. I'll just put it to you like that. So if anybody feels any type of conviction to want to have a conversation with me, it is very easy to do that. And if they have it, that's a choice. So, yeah.
I was on my computer. OG was doing some arts and crafts. Yeah, it was a good day.
Listen,
How can we know what's going on?
I'm gonna tell you what we can
I
do.
just hear
What we
stuff
can
and I don't
do
know
is
what to talk about.
adjust our tone so that the delivery comes off. You see what I'm saying?
What you gave me yesterday.
What did I give you yesterday?
You gave a tone yesterday.
Jackie, please help these girls understand me, because no, what I need is to not address you, because if I address you, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I address you, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I address you directly, if I address you, this is what I'm talking about. If I address you annoying, I came off hostile, being direct with you twins. Let me, I'm gonna say, okay. I'm gonna say this one time and one time only. I was trying to help you guys get to, you're not letting me finish. And if you don't let me finish, you'll be finished.
Who have?
You see what I'm saying?
So
you guys came in here with your agenda. You guys questions. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
We don't know what's going on. What do you expect?
Are you serious? Are you serious?
You telling us what it is.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? So we asking.
This is exactly why I didn't want to talk to girls who have no idea what's going on.
You don't have.
You have no idea what's going on.
Because you're not talking.
I don't want to talk to you.
Okay, well, I don't want to talk about Phoebe, but you're asking about Phoebe.
Take your tone down. 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 Take your tone down.
Take yours down.
Jackie, this is why I asked you to be my witness, because I already vibed this shit out. I'm talking to Jackie.
Go ahead.
I'm talking to Jackie motherfucking Christie.
Okay, you are.
So when I'm talking to you, I'll look directly at you. This is why I asked you to be my witness. You have been present for multiple conversations. And you know that my intent was to make sure from jump that these two young ladies got a fair chance. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, it's a fair statement, you guys. But this is what I'm saying. This exchange right here is coming from something that started last night. I wasn't privy to it. I was sitting there, but I didn't hear it. And then you guys had another conversation today, which I was happy about, which I shared with you briefly. I was glad to hear you guys was able to talk about it. This is how they feel with you, but I did witness you guys all talking. What's exactly the question so I can answer?
I specifically said to both of them when we were making breakfast.
Right.
I know yesterday I was direct with you, and it's because I was annoyed.
Okay.
I was annoyed, and I have a right to be annoyed. Okay? When you ask me questions and I don't answer them, it's for a reason. And when you ask it again, like you just did right now, and I don't answer them, I don't have to answer your question. And you don't have to answer my questions either. And let me finish. I'm not speaking to you. You guys are two different people. I'm not speaking to you. You should.
Let her finish.
Thank you. When I said to you, it was for clarity. For clarity. And this is exactly why I don't like to have conversations in front of people who don't know me, because I'm very direct. And I was trying to say it wasn't a direct attack on anybody. It was a simple, not the time. I didn't want you guys to mention me, period. Okay? That's it. And that's why I'm asking you to keep it 100. I didn't know. How am I supposed to know? I wasn't there. I was not there. You were actually here. You were actually present here.
I'm going to say this. That's why I came and brought it to you, because I'd rather come and bring it to you than somebody else brought it. Come on now, we know what the fuck we sitting in front of. You already know how these motherfuckers don't come tell you to say some shit. The same thing.
So, is it fair to say we're asked a lot to do things we don't want to do?
Yeah.
Okay? Hold on. I was asked to do a lot of things that I have already declined on your behalf. And I came to you personally and I told you with no audience. That is different than you coming to me with an audience. So for me, I have to be direct and I have to say in front of everybody, just a consensus, I would like it for no one to speak to me. Wasn't talking down to you, wasn't being mean to you. I didn't have a tone, because when Jen asked me something, I said, no, I don't want to. I'm okay. I know exactly how I was doing it, because I knew I didn't want to involve any of you.
Like, you could have been like, okay, I don't need nobody talking for me. That's simple. But
That's what I said.
No, but the tone was different. So to me, I was trying to be real about the shit.
So when I said to you at breakfast this morning, I know you guys don't understand me, and this is just how I naturally talk, and I'm naturally direct. Did that resonate with either one of you?
Yeah, it resonates, but to me, sometimes when that happens, it might happen again. You know what I'm saying?
So
it might happen again where you might come off that tone again.
So are we talking about what already happened or what maybe might happen?
That and what maybe might happen.
That's how I am. So do you think I'm going to change?
Okay, hold up. Noria, let me talk. Hold up, let me talk, because I got a point. Okay, hold up, let me talk. See, this is what I say. Okay, we talking about colorism and stuff. We might have grew up that way, but sometimes our delivery as we give it can come off harsh. So of course, if I grew up that way and it came off harsh to me, I'm going to come off harsh back or I'm going to feel some type of way, because when I'm at home, when it come off harsh to me, a person got a problem with me. It's how it's going to come off.
Mia, I agree with you 100% about tone and delivery, and I agree with you on that. And I will say this. There have been times where you have talked and you have had a tone, and I didn't know why your tone was like that. And I didn't ask. Mia.
We're going to talk right now. Hold up, we're going to talk right now. No, we're going to talk right now. Then we'll get to that. Go ahead.
I don't want to talk to your sister right now because your sister.
Go ahead.
I don't want to talk to your sister right now.
Go ahead.
Because that's not going to go well for her.
Okay, go ahead.
What?
Noria, chill right now. Chill right now. Let me handle this. Go ahead. This me and you talk.
You see what I'm saying? Okay.
This me and you talking. Come on, let's go.
What I don't want is it to look as though because I say something sternly, it's a negative thing. I'm okay with stern talking to. I'm okay with delivery. I'm okay with somebody raising their voice if they're passionate about a subject. I need to get to know you. Just as I told you when you were brought to me, I need to get to know you before I ever pass a judgment. That's why I'm saying there have been times where you have had a tone and I never said nothing because I don't know you yet. So I'm trying to see if that's just how you naturally are, and there's nothing wrong with you being passionate about something. Last night, I consciously said something without a tone, but you are saying you received it with a tone. I cannot change how you received it. I can only say what my effort was to nicely and directly tell you, just don't mention my name to Shawnee or any of the girls at the other house because it's not your battle to fight. That's what I wanted clear. I said it again at breakfast, even nicer. Because I think at breakfast it was extremely delivered well.
You said I had a tone. Tell me an instance when I had a tone.
When it's kind of difficult because I don't want to break the fourth wall, but long story short, you were inquiring questions and you had a tone. I'll just put it to you like that.
Okay, can I say this to you?
Break the fourth wall, break it.
Break it? Okay.
Break it.
When we were on our conversation, our group call, you was like, well, when the hell are we me and my sister gonna film? Because we was told we were supposed to film today and we're not filming today. So are we filming? I got a question. Are we filming today or are we filming tomorrow? I was quiet. This was on our COVID call.
What did I say this?
We was talking
No, I'm saying when I say this.
on the COVID call.
Which COVID call?
The last one we had before we came to
and I had a
vacation.
hostile tone. Hold on. Did I have a?
I'm telling you.
Tone sitting in the car. Why
You
would
weren't.
I have a hostile
I don't know
tone?
where you were.
Why would I have a hostile tone when I was already told when I'll be filming? I made sure that I verified that thing.
Okay.
Why would I have a? I don't care what the cause was. I don't care about that. If I had a hostile, I don't give a fuck.
Do you think your tone right now is hostile?
Yes, it's hostile.
Okay, so that's the tone
But
you
I didn't
had.
have that tone.
That's the tone you
No,
had
I
when you
didn't.
asked the
I know when
question.
I had my tone. I don't give a fuck because I was excited to fucking film. I don't give a fuck what day it was.
You're asking me for an example, and I gave you an example. How you gonna tell me what my example was?
I was sitting in the fucking car finna go shop for this shit. So how you gonna?
Okay, well that's my example. That was my example. That was my
No,
example.
but you could have came. You
That was my
talking like
example.
you coming like when I was
That was
in
my
this
example.
fucking house or something.
Okay,
Right now.
you want me to give you another
No,
example?
Okay, give me an example.
Another
so I can
example.
admit if I did or not.
Another example.
I'm gonna go to that.
Call me a bitch one more time.
Nord, I got this. I got this. Let me handle my own situation. I got this. Go ahead. Tell me my other situation. Tell me my other situation. Nord, don't bring me in no shit right now. I said I can handle my own situation. I said I can handle my own situation. Tell me when I had another hostile tone besides right now. Tell me when I had another hostile tone.
When you were brought to me by your friend, you were on the phone talking about Phoebe.
What did I say?
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
You were like, fuck that bitch, I'll fuck that bitch up.
You
And I
was
said, let me finish.
on my son.
Can I-
on my
you feel
fucking
like-
son. God can strike me down right motherfucker.
Can I finish,
No, you
bitch?
said no shit like
Can
that.
I finish?
On my fucking son. You
Can I
tried to
finish?
bring me on this
Can I
motherfucker.
finish?
You tried to
I
get
tried
me.
to bring
Yeah,
you on the
you tried to
show.
say, I want to bring you. I get you on a reunion.
You're a
to say
fucking
something.
liar. Now you gonna make
I
yourself
went
look
there
stupid.
for my fucking reunion. I ain't getting paid.
So how did I know you? I don't know you.
Yeah, I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. I even knew you.
You
nigga.
called me QB.
Big call me saying you want to talk to me.
You're a lie.
You're
You're a lie. You're a liar.
Alright,
I got it in text. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. Praise him.
Where we go? Right here. Jackie, read this real quick. What does this say?
Hey, B. I got you on speakerphone right now. It's me and OG. So, you know back last summer when you hit me up and you said that OG wants to bring me on the show or on the reunion, right, to talk shit about who?
That's a lie.
Go ahead. No, not him. Who did she want me to come on the show
That's
for?
a lie.
Who did she want me to come on the show for and who she had beef with?
That's a lie.
Okay, what did she want me to do?
You a liar.
Okay,
fucking
and what did I say to you?
You a whole lie. Watch. Oh, you a liar.
What did I say to you? What did I say to you?
That's
No. What did I say to you?
You a
What
liar.
did I say to you?
you a liar.
What did I say to you?
That's not even the first time she called me.
When I said I want what, B? Why did I say I want coming?
Elton.
Why did I say I want coming?
I have you on speakerphone.
Why did I say I want coming? You don't call somebody you fired? You don't have nothing to do with him no more. You fired him, remember?
Elton, what
Did you just tell me that?
Elton,
Did you just tell me that?
Elton, how did I meet?
You fired him.
How did
But I guess
meet
you want to
Beef?
hire him because you need
Elton,
him.
how did I meet
Elton? We got the truth right here.
She's
baby.
yelling because she knows she's about to look stupid.
I don't care. You just yell over me. I just
Jackie,
talk
can
the
you tell
truth.
this girl to shut the fuck up before I go all the way in?
I don't care what you do, bitch. I'm from
Elton,
Mississippi. I mean,
Elton,
OG. Come on.
Elton, I got you on speakerphone. How did I meet Beef? Can you stop talking for 2 seconds so we can get the audio?
You can get him to the line for you. Go ahead.
Elton, how did I meet Beef?
Don't nobody give a fuck about that nigga. You got your job back. You got your job back. You got your job back. You got your job back, little nigga. You ain't getting shit at the end of the fucking day. You ain't getting paid. You got your job back.
They need to give her a contact that
They change
everything.
everything.
As needed contract.
We do this shit every day.
Her and her.
Blah 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 blah.
Okay. This is what the fuck we're going to do. I will remove you, Nia, if you can't shut up.
I'll
You
shut
choose.
up. But
You
at the end of
choose.
the day, that's cap.
I understand, we got it. It's fucking fake news, but if anyone else thinks fucking over me, you're out. And I fucking mean it. I'm over it. Everyone shut the fuck up. We're gonna let LG finish his fucking phone call. You guys are gonna have a civil fucking conversation about what the fuck just happened. Does anyone have a problem with that?
Thank you.
Better than y'all.
Thank you.
If I have to come back out here again, I swear to fucking God,
So you're gonna get
y'all will be on a motherfucking plane so fast. Mark my word.
Possible. Go in order, whatever order you remember, and we'll move from there. Are we gonna get a cue, or are we just gonna start?
We're good.
Okay. So Elton, just for clarity, can you start from the beginning and go? Not Jackie.
No, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that.
Can you start from the beginning and just explain so that Jen and Jackie that you met already can hear the story about how Nia was brought to me?
Oh my God, baby.
Basically, I set up an interview with B over at AfterBuzz. That's how we all, kind of got together. B asked me to set something up with you so that you could meet somebody named Nia who was basically auditioning to be on the show. And I said to her, well, I will ask her and see what she says, but I'm honestly not sure. I asked, your answer was a flat out no. Like, you weren't trying to really put nobody on or nothing like that. So you were like, nah. I said to B, hey, she's not really all that interested. She said, well, I'm going to go around you. Like, basically, I wasn't getting the response that she wanted, so she said she was going to call you herself. And I'm like, well, don't do that, because that's completely unprofessional. If I'm with my client every day and I'm telling you that she's not responsive to this topic, then honestly, it doesn't make any sense for you to go around me and try to talk to her yourself, because the answer is going to be the same. It's going to be a no. So then after that, I mean, I don't know what happened, because we stopped talking. Me and her stopped talking. Randomly, I get a call. Me and he stopped talking. And then randomly, I get a call the other day, and she's arguing with me about this same issue. And I'm like, girl, the reason that me and you don't talk is because you were being unprofessional, trying to go around me and talk to my client about getting your homegirl on the show. She even wanted to make it seem like y'all had been friends. I'm like, no, she don't know the girl. She don't want to know the girl. That's just what it is.
Right. And I tried my best to try to be neutral, and I explained it to V that day she called, and to be quite frank, you remember what I said after that phone call. I said, she said, take my number down. I said, I don't want your number. She said, I got a lot of tea on Phoebe and I want to give it to you. And I said, I'm not interested.
Exactly.
And I explained why I wasn't interested. I don't want no tea on Phoebe. I don't care. I said that about 100 times. Then what happened? V texted you. I guess you said you hit me up one morning and V texted you and you said V wants to know if you can help get her friend Nia on the show. And I told you again, I already told her no. I am not interested. I said she is more than welcome to try to do it on her own, but I am not interested. I'm not a hater. I don't care what she wants to do. But it's not going to be through me, because I don't think it's a good idea, because I was going with my gut. And now after today's experience, I'm realizing my gut was spot on, because she's mad because she's asking me questions that have nothing to do with her, and I didn't want to ask her, stop, Jackie, please, sis, I didn't want to answer them, and that's how this whole argument conjured up. And that's why I'm sitting here calling you, and I'll be honest, I told Jackie already we hadn't talked. You and I had not talked. But I am, but y'all didn't stop her, and it took a longer time. So in the end, I'm grateful that you took this call. I'm grateful that I went with my gut because, I mean, you know, friend of the show is a friend of the show. So we'll talk again. It's nothing but love. And at the end of the day, I don't know what your resolution is going to be with your friend, but me, I don't know her.
I feel like there is no resolution because the way she made it seems is like we're in the same place because she was being unprofessional and I wasn't having it. So honestly, at the end of the day, she lying, her homegirl lying, and that's unfortunate. You know?
Okay. All good. I just wanted to get that cleared up so that Jen and Jackie could hear because that's what's relevant right now. So we'll talk if this progresses. I'm not going to give it no more life because I'm trying not to have to hurt somebody. You know, I got this court case.
No negative energy. Well, it's always blessings.
Yeah. All right, my love. Be safe, okay?
All right,
dog. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Listen, I'm going to be honest. I hope that you guys understand when I simply said there was a color. You said that, you know, you feel everybody's being colors. I think that's what happened tonight. That's why I don't like saying shit. Because all I said is let's talk about it later. Let's go on.
But nobody seems to understand. No, you told Malaysia and them here, we'll talk about it. You got something. Okay, cool. They came back. Still pressed the issue. Right here, I said, I don't want to talk about it. It was still an issue. You feel me? It can't still be an issue. Don't laugh, Jackie, because she's a kid. It's not funny.
Extra moment.
At the end of the day, no means no. And if you say you don't want to talk about something, cool. I don't ever press no issues. I understand how this works, like the best of us, just like you do. So for me, like, what I don't want is things taken out of context. And it's like, how many times you got to explain yourself over and over and over again? And I'm not going to deal with kids. That's what I'm not going to do.
Woo! That was a lot. Woosa, y'all. I kind of want to eat, but a lot has happened, so I think personally I might want to take a minute and just, you know, whoever wants to cook with me, I'm going to cook something. And definitely I want everybody there. Let's just try to just take our mind off of all this if we can. You know, a lot happened. Kristen and Malaysia came over. I wanted them to play the game. They had something else more important that they wanted to talk about. I feel like we was able to do that. Nothing really got resolved, but we made a step forward. And I had planned dinner, so I hope you guys would still join me in that.
Is Kristen acting like she didn't lie on me?
No. They just don't want to talk. But I think that they will talk. It's not that they're like, oh.
No, I don't care about talking.
Well, she didn't say. We didn't talk about that at all.
I'm just like, oh, is she trying to act like she didn't lie on me? Because I have not only you, but 2 other people that sent me something in regards to the guy. So I'm just trying to get clarity and try and not talk about this for a second.
Okay.
On what.
Okay.
If she was trying to act like she didn't say what.
Well, Kristen didn't even bring you up, but I didn't know that. And if you got something like that, I definitely feel like that's something you guys need to talk about. Now, I'm going to make sure Nia and Raya understands because she's right. She don't know what's going on. That situation is Kristen and Jen were friends, and a lie was put out there, a rumor or whatever about Malaysia. We all fell out, and now someone has came to the forefront and said Kristen was behind it. So that's what we're trying to figure out now. And Jen has some proof.
Which I was kind of trying to explain to y'all without like being messy and get y'all in the middle of it.
Oh,
but
okay.
like I kind of gave y'all a heads up.
Yeah. You know what? I feel like I wish I'd have been in that kitchen when you had that second conversation with them. Mm-hmm. So I could have softened it to
It was
Nia
very
because
soft.
it sounds like she heard you but didn't hear you.
No.
That's what it sounds like.
She literally said, well, this tone was nicer because yesterday was a tone. And I said, yesterday wasn't a tone. I was just being direct.
And see, we're used to it, OG, because we all know each other.
But
and
we're
you
used to
speak
it
that
'cause
way
we're
to everybody.
adults.
I speak that way to
You
people.
do,
We
and I
all
don't get
do.
mad at you. I listen to you
Yeah.
because you're talking to me as an adult.
Yeah. Well, listen. I'm starting to think maybe I should put the crab oil on hold till tomorrow. Because
I'm not cooking for them hoes.
you know what? I'm gonna
Them
cater
bitches
something.
can starve.
Listen,
Them
fuck
bitches
that.
can go get crabs.
Okay,
Listen.
So what I'm gonna do?
I'm not cooking for them Plan
You know
B
what?
bitches.
We were supposed to do the fucking goddamn reggae fest
No.
tomorrow. What am I gonna do? The crab gonna go bad? The crab?
The crab isn't. We can freeze it. It won't go bad. You good? We can freeze it.
I'm
or we can
hungry,
keep it in the
actually.
fridge. Well,
You know
I'm
what?
not
I'ma throw
cooking
some sweats
anything
on
for them.
and we gonna cook for us.
Yeah,
They can't handle it.
I'm not cooking for them
Let me
hoes.
throw some sweats on. My thing is,
Like these girls was begging.
my
Your
phone's
phone's
not
ringing?
Oh, you know what? That's mine. iPad. Let me get it, girl.
Okay, go
I
on,
told you my
sis.
phone is still full up from videos and stuff, and the reception here is crazy. So somebody called me. Who is it? Evelyn. Oh my gosh. What is she calling me for? Girl, let me see. Hold on. Let me call her back.
That's free.
Yeah, it's cold. But I'm shaking, girl. That was just,
I'm not, because I know the truth. I know these girls was begging to be on this show, and I just said no, do it on your own. I don't have nothing to do with Phoebe, and I don't want nothing to do with her.
Oh my God. Hey, girl, I'm sorry. I was trying to answer my iPad, and it won't answer. What's going on?
What are you doing?
Girl, sitting here shocked.
Listen.
What?
You come over here with Naya and the sisters. Come right now.
Why?
Just come over here.
Girl,
Come, they're gonna go get you.
okay, bye.
Alright, production's gonna get you back.
No, they gonna try to recruit them now. Look at your face. She can't even. That's not even how you say her name.
Evelyn's voice, something in her fucking voice. Keep your phone on.
Jackie, I don't think
You don't think I should go?
I don't. We're having a whole conversation right now.
We are. Okay, you know what? You right. You must hurry up. Tell me, because I'm gonna make sure you good, and I'm gonna see what she's talking about. Something ain't right. I'm telling you, and you don't know what it could be. I don't know, but
I don't care what it
tell
could
me
be.
how
At
you
this
feel.
point, it's obvious these girls was sent from the devil,